mindset of we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season, it's Justin Herbert. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's getting.
Golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues to streak in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get sealed, so they're right for the 3rd and 3. This defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
The defensive team that we talked to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Didn't get it that much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through. And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
They can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Herbert, they'll find Everett there, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the first down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to cut away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. 2nd-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk in the trail. Give him the third-down conversion. 4 yards out there. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they got this down at the 20-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Pierce. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. First and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. Here's Pierce. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Quick throw, knocked away. Incomplete.
Manipulating defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. His throw incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw, but again, he's just too excited to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now, meanwhile, the pass that should have been intercepted. But he runs out firing incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
There's no magnet in the ball. Sometimes when the punt returner after such a scramble, it sort of feels out, doesn't it? He loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Mills now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. Throwing, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, and bowls over it. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 94 yards. From the 45 on second down, Herbert. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On first and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a big game. Also, they start to creep up, start to push your receivers, and you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Neville Hewitt on the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man. Just 3 yards on the pass run. Couldn't get away. And it's going to bring up the 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Herbert. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a ball target. And that's how you show the defense.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down the 20-yard line. One more 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players run through the line to get it. Joseph's got it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another carry for Pierce.
He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw, Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he stopped immediately there.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Set to punt, here's Cameron Johnston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Carter. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. Herbert looking. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a 45. Obviously, you got to go to the football. Credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it forward.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to not get free.
And inside the 20.
56 yards rushing for Miles. His rookie season continues. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A first down throw for Mills. A quick throw knocked knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Mills throw complete there to Moore. And the Texans are out for first and goal as they'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. From the gun, here's Mills.
This will be caught at about the 5. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drive many like that one. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out here and hand it to him. It might be easier. He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he returns this to the 22.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At the 20.
They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Here's Mills.
And it's a fumble. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. They couldn't capture him. Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Whistle foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers have come back to make it a 2-point game. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And now out comes Houston. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Second and 5 now. Mills, throw over the middle, caught by Jordan.
So just 3 yards on the completion there.
And that's going to bring up a third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On third down, here's Pierce. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On first down, it's Herbert. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important because he's going to run and cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This pass is going to end up incomplete. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills looking left side. That's caught by Moore. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here comes Carter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. Back now in Houston. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A give. Eckler running to the right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Another nice move.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got his man, it's Williams. Touchdown!
Mike Williams.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go again with Pierce. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Pierce now up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Holding, offense.
You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Give to Pierce. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 154 yards rushing for him as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to keep it on the ground, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of the players having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, and that's caught by Williams. He's dropped just before the game. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's got Eckler, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Herbert now to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here is Mills and the Texans. Down by 5. A little over 50 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Mills back to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And they're going to get this down about the 17-yard line here. Mills looking to throw it.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
One last shot from Mills. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win.